it's Lily here from Shine Bright Diamonds 2023, and I'm coming to you today on Sunday, September 21st, with another one of my weekly WIP'n chats. So, if you are new to my channel, welcome. I am so happy that you have found my little corner here on YouTube. And of course, those of you that are returning, welcome back. Now, if this is your first time tuning into a WIP'n chat, WIP stands for Work in Progress, and chat is where I chat to you about what's been going on in my life. So feel free to pull out one of your projects and work alongside me or treat this as a podcast, whatever floats your boat. So let's get into it because it's been an interesting little week. Um, yeah. Okay. So I'm like choking slowly on my spit. Hold on. Oh gosh. Anyway, this is like one of those days where it's been a little wild ish, but that's another story. So, I'm already like off to a rough start. You know, this is going to be a great WIP'n chat. But the canvas I'm working on is this stunning kit here. It's called Autumn Sunset by Joanna Girard. And I started on September 1st, 2025. And I'm going to be honest, I haven't had much progress on it. I'm on the second row. Yay. Um, yeah. I will get into what is going on in a moment. Let me just tuck my journal away. In terms of the supplies that I'm using this tray here. It is the 2025 Drills and Chills tray from Bijou Bliss Design. And I had purchased it in the narrow. And I honestly love it. There's already drills in here. I feel like that's from Friday night. I don't know. I don't know what I've been doing. The pen that I'm using is this stunning custom pen here. This one is actually from Realizations Eric et Karen. They are a small shop here in Quebec, Canada. And honestly, this was my custom pen that I did sort of like treat myself for on my birthday. Because the past 2 years for my birthday, I have been treating myself to a custom pen. Last year, it was a custom from O'Brien Custom Turnings. This year, I chose to get a custom from this company, and they did a stunning job. Now, my little cover minder is from Yellow Dog Designs. I don't think they make cover minders anymore because I haven't seen them on their Etsy shop, which is a shame because I really love their cover minders. But anyway, and then the release papers are coming from Bee's Crafty Corner, another small shop here in Canada. Okay, so this is the section I'm working on. There is color blocking. I don't know when I worked on this. I think the last time I worked on this might have been Friday, to be honest. But yeah. Okay. Uh, oh, I was working on the little star things. Okay. Okay. I got this. We're gonna be fine. So, how are you? What is new? For me here, I'm doing okay. I've been just busy in general. Um, and this week has also been busy, which I will get into. So, starting us off, this past week, nothing too crazy happened in terms of any appointments. Why is this not going in? My dance. Oh my gosh! If someone wants to start a tally of how many times I go let me know because I don't know what's going on. But anyway, my dance class. I was about to say again, but my dance class did start up this week. Tuesday is like my choreography technique class. And honestly, it was so nice to get back to dance. I'm not going to lie, it was a little rough because it's a 90-minute intensive class and my teacher doesn't really give us breaks. So my arms and body hurt the next day. And then Thursday, I had the choreography class, which is like a mentorship class where we have like, we are given the task to choose our own music and to create our own choreography. And we're being mentored with that. Now, throughout the class, we're also being given like the dance theory. So, like how to count the beats, the music, learning about the different rhythms, learning like the different sections of music and how to identify what type of dancing technique and movements you would use. So it's a really cool course. It's super intensive, and yes, there is homework because before the class started, we had to have our music chosen, and then for this coming Thursday, I need to have at least 30 seconds to up to a minute of my song mapped out with the potential for what the choreo might look like. Because with the dance form that I do, a lot of times within the music, there's different rhythms. So, and the different rhythms, they change. And often when the rhythms change, the mood changes. So, how you move your body and how you express and all of that, it changes to match the tone or the emotion that the music is giving. So, yeah, I still have to sit down and listen to my music, figure that out. Um, but honestly, it felt so nice to get back to dance. I didn't realize how much I missed it and how much joy it gives me and how much of a break it gives me after a long day at work. So I'm super happy about that. Oh no, my camera's still filming. Uh, anyway, um, and then Friday, oh my gosh. Friday, I thought Friday would never end. It was like the longest day of life at work. This past week at work was very chaotic. Um, we had finally wrapped up like all of our safety drills that we have to do, which was nice because the drills often lead to dysregulation in my classroom with the students because they don't understand what we are doing exactly and why we're doing these drills. And my students are very routine based. So it's just been a lot of emotional roller coasters this week and just taking it nice and easy, really supporting um, my students just with all the changes with the routine. So I was really happy come Friday when that bell rang and the day was over and the kids went on the bus, which probably sounds bad, but um luckily this coming week there should be no changes or crazy unexpected changes to the schedule. So I'm very thankful for that. Definitely. But with that being said, on Friday, it was at my local, well, at Longo's, which is a grocery store here in Ontario. I don't know if Longo's is in other provinces or territories in Canada, but anyway, Longo's, they were doing what they call like their Salmon Fest, where they have like different cuts of salmon that are fresh and it's on sale. So I ended up going to Longo's. I absolutely love eating fish. Um, so I had gone to Longo's on my way home from work and I had picked up some because normally they have like salmon fillets that are like not seasoned and you can just like put your own seasoning and do what you want with it. And then they have ones that are like already seasoned and it's just ready to go and you just have to cook it when you get home. So I was able to pick up some salmon fillets that I put in my freezer unseasoned for a later date. And then I was able to pick up salmon. It was actually a really good price. I know it sounds like I bought a lot of salmon. I actually didn't. But I bought one fillet for the freezer and then I bought like one ready to go, already seasoned piece of salmon that I had to cook in the oven. And it was like salmon with feta and spinach. That was really good. That's what I had for dinner. I ended up cooking some bok choy and bell pepper to go with it. And then I had my rice. So it was just such a good dinner. Honestly, I've just been wanting to have all my meals that are homemade. Haven't really been wanting fast food. I think part of it was because, like, with my ex, that was something that we did quite a bit, primarily because I was the only one that was cooking for us. And if I didn't have the energy to cook, then it was sort of like, okay, we're getting takeout. And so, anyway, so I'm just been wanting all the foods. I didn't Yeah, because traditionally on Fridays I'd be like, oh no, I'm too tired. I just want takeout. But honestly, I don't know. I've just been like re-inspired to just want to be making as much homemade meals as possible and just enjoying having like, all my fresh veggies and especially my fresh vegetables. I love those. But anyway, so that was that. And then Friday, when I got home, because I went to the grocery store on my way home. So then when I got home, there was a notice from my landlord under the door. Well, not under the door, but it had gone through like my little mail slot. So it was sort of like when I opened the door, the paper got crunched. But anyway, um, that they had to do an emergency water shut off starting Saturday at 9 a.m. And I'm like, oh no, 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 no. Because when we have emergency water shut off, that means that there's something wrong and we don't have access like to water. Like we can't turn on our tap, um, can't really flush the toilet, go like shower. The laundry room is closed. So I was like, oh, great. So typically for me, I always keep like bottled water in the apartment in case this happens. That way, then at least, you know, I'm ready if there is some type of an emergency situation. So Friday, I ended up doing my laundry right away. It was packed in the laundry room. I am very happy that I was able to get a washer and a dryer because when I went downstairs to essentially get my stuff out of the washer to put in a dryer, there was someone waiting for the washer. And I was like, ooh, like, you know. So, and normally, like with the laundry, like it typically is busier on the weekend, but it's like if you can't get a washer or dryer, say on a Friday, then you try again on Saturday. Like it's not as big of a rush, but because the water shut off was happening, a lot more people were like trying to do their laundry, knowing that if you work a classic Monday to Friday 9 to 5, you only have the weekend to get your stuff done. So a lot of people were just like, I gotta get my stuff done. Um, so yeah, that was a little annoying, but I was able to finish my laundry on Friday, which actually was nice. I think going forward, I'm just going to do my laundry on Fridays. Um, and then I ended up, oh no, what did I just do? I don't know what I did. Okay, it's fine. I think there. Why is this so crooked? What on earth did I just do? Okay, there ish. And then what was I talking about? Oh yeah, the laundry. And then Saturday, the water was shut off. So I woke up early Saturday to do like, wash my face, brush my teeth, clean up, like freshen up for the day. And then I actually ended up Saturday spending time with a friend and we ended up going for a really long walk along the like lakeshore trail near me, which was really nice. And then we ended up grabbing like a late lunch, early dinner. And I ended up checking out with my friend this like Middle Eastern shawarma type restaurant. And honestly, it was so good. So good. We both ended up getting a chicken shawarma wrap, like pita wrap, and then we ended up just hanging out and just chatting. Like the owners, like it clearly was a family owned restaurant, but the owners were so nice and kind. We hung out there for a little bit and just sort of like enjoyed our like drinks and well, drinks was like pop. But we enjoyed like our pop and we ate. And then afterwards, because I was like, I don't think the water is back on in my apartment, my friends was like, why don't we go see a movie? And I was like, yeah, sure, no problem. So we ended up going to the movies and we saw The Conjuring Last Rites, which okay. Let me explain because I feel like I'm a very like oddball when it comes to horror. So I love horror movies and TV shows. However, I am a big baby, meaning I get scared really easily, and often I will watch horror movies and TV at home where I have a blanket to wrap myself up in and I can like cover my eyes, and I always need like some type of like stuffed animal or a pillow to squeeze. Like I'm just a huge baby, but I love it. And I love the Conjuring movies in general. I've seen all of them. I seen them more than once, to be honest. But I always watch them at home. I always have to watch them with someone else, typically like my friends. Um and The Last Rites was sort of a bittersweet movie because it was the last it's supposed to be the last Conjuring movie in the series, but apparently they're making like a Conjuring TV show, and I'm like, hmm. Like I think HBO is. I saw that online. But anyway. So seeing it in theaters, I was like, I don't know how this is gonna go because I don't have my like emotional support blanket. I don't have a pillow or a stuffed animal. It's not like I can pause the movie if it gets too scary. I can't like normally my friend and I we talk throughout the movie and like we find way like we're very judgmental during the movie. But anyway, so I'm like, okay, I have to be like a good citizen in the theater. So the movie was overall really, really good. It did definitely have like jump scares. I liked it better than the last one, which I think was like The Devil Made Me Do It. Um, but honestly, it was just so heartwarming, like seeing Ed and Lorraine, like the actors that they chose to play them. Um, it just felt very wholesome, and I like that it left on like a positive, happy note. Now, with that being said, after watching the movie, I now live alone. So when I came home, I thought I was gonna be scared, like going to bed, but I have like a ton of nightlights because well, they're not like they're motion sensor. They're like these indoor motion sensor nightlights, which are really useful. Um, so I was at first I was like, oh no, I'm sort of scared. So I ended up watching some Below Deck when I got home. Um, And then I proceeded to watch like some cozy booktube before I went to bed. So, in other words, and I read. So in other words, I did not get scared last night, which was good, but I stayed up till like 1 a.m. Um, I don't know what happened. Well, I do know what happened. I read till 1 a.m., which it's been a really long time since I've done that. But in my defense, I think I just needed to sort of block out the scariness of the movie, like the jump scares. But anyway, so that was my Saturday. It was very, very busy, but honestly, it was just so nice. I definitely needed a day out of the apartment because I am 100% a homebody, and I'm realizing that while I may be outgoing, I'm outgoing with people that I know. But other than that, I wouldn't say I'm like 100% an introvert. I think I'm like a 90% introvert because like there's a 10% part of me that likes to go out and likes to be with people that I trust and I know. And I can be very outgoing and silly. But then part of me is like, at the end of the day, I just want to stay home and enjoy my apartment and also, enjoy the rent because I do have to pay for my apartment. So I'm like, I need to make use of every room in my house. But yeah, so anyway, that was Saturday. In terms of today, well, yeah. I woke up late. First of all, I my alarm went off at 6:30 because I had the alarm set for 6:30 because the water shut off, but I forgot to change it back. So I went to bed at like 1. The alarm went off at 6:30. I wasn't ready. I turned it off and then I woke up naturally. I think it was like after 10, which was very strange for me considering I don't normally sleep that late, but I guess I was just super tired from staying up late. And then I was given the task to go and find a birthday gift for a family member. Um, their birthday is next week. So I went to the mall, which was sort of a disaster because I ended up going into HomeSense. And while in HomeSense, I ended up finding the birthday gift. I ended up getting a puzzle for them. And then I ended up finding some new tea towels for my kitchen because I am slowly just trying to really make some of the other everyday things feel more me ish. So I updated. So I got some tea towels, found some fall placemats for my dining table. And what else did I find? That was it. And then I ended up in Winners because I actually like legitimately needed a new fall coat. So I went to Winners and luckily they still had a lot of good fall coats because last year I needed a new winter coat. This year I'm like I need a new fall coat. So I was successful in getting myself a new fall coat, which it's different than what I normally get. So normally I go for like brighter colored coats for the fall and spring. Like my fall coats are technically spring coats, but then I say they're spring because it's pink, like bright pink. So it's fun for the spring. But like in the fall, you don't want to be wearing like bright pink. And like the type of pink it is like this color. Like it's a this pale pink, but like on a gloomy day, like you're bright. So I was like, I need like a fall coat that works if it's like rainy, windy, like not a fashionable fall coat, like one that, if it's super windy or like sort of raining or misty, those type of fall days, that it could work and I can still, go on a walk if it's not like a torrential downpour, whatever. So I was successful in finding a fall coat. And I like it because it says it's waterproof and it's like windproof. So all it means is that, I mean, the wind will still hit the coat, but it just won't whistle through you, I guess. Um, and it's a longer coat, which I think on a tall person, it would not be as long. But for me, it's like sort of like goes all the way like mid calf. So I'm like, ooh. So it's like this trench coat situation, and it has a nice hood. It's black. And I'm very excited for this coat. And I'm really thankful that I bought it because it turns out that this week in my area of Ontario, we were supposed to be getting like pop up storms, like rainy weather. We were supposed to have a pop up thunderstorm today, but it never happened. But today was like grossly muggy. So I'm sort of surprised it didn't happen. It might happen overnight now. Um, yeah. So I was happy about that. And then on my way home, I ended up swinging into Walmart just to get some groceries. I didn't need a big grocery this week. I still had like fresh vegetables from last week to eat, but I needed banana, almond milk, coffee creamer, which I'm very boring. I don't do like flavored coffee creamer, it's just the plain coffee creamer. I got some Greek yogurt, cucumber, tomatoes, oranges. That's what I got. And I was very excited about that. The Greek yogurt, I don't know why. I am hit and miss with yogurt. Sometimes I will eat it, and other times it's like the smell of it triggers me, and it's not happening. But they had what is it, the Oikos Greek yogurt on sale, where like the bottom part of it is like the fruit, so you're supposed to stir it. So and it was like 3 packs for like 10, which is like really good. And they're like the 4 packs. So I guess it's like build your own yogurt pack. I don't know how it works. I very rarely buy yogurt. But I ended up getting a mango peach, which I love mango peach. I got a strawberry and then a raspberry pomegranate. So I had the strawberry one and I was shocked. Like I loved it, which is very surprising because I'm not the biggest fan of yogurt, but this one was so good. And I'm like, oh, yay, go me, go, because I feel like I don't get enough calcium um, because I don't really drink milk. I eat cheese. Broccoli has calcium in it. But like, I mean, I can't just eat hunks of cheese all day. Like I just need more options to get calcium naturally, if that makes sense. So yeah. So the yogurt, I had one when I got home. That was good. So I put all of my groceries away and purchases. And then I ended up falling, no, I ate a late lunch. And then I fell asleep on my couch. Woke up, prepared my lunch bag for Monday, tidied up around the apartment a bit, had my leftover fish, veggies, and rice from Friday for dinner. And now I'm here. I'm painting. It's going well. But yeah, that's that. That's been the weekend. It's been chaotic. As for this coming week, I have another physio appointment Monday. Tuesday, I have dance. Wednesday, nothing. Thursday, dance. Friday, I don't think I have anything Friday. But yeah. And then in terms of like what I've been watching, I'm still watching Below Deck. I started watching, was it Tony and Ziva? They're, I think they were characters from NCIS. It's so good, the show. I'm only on episode one because I watch things like at a snail's pace, but I like it so far. Like, it's enjoyable. So that is like a new TV series that I've started. I don't normally watch action type TV. I always watch reality. So me watching something that's actiony is sort of surprising. And then in terms of what I'm reading, I am like hardcore, really still enjoying Quicksilver by Callie Hart. I believe that's her name. Um, I have been reading it in like during my lunch break at work, and then I've just been reading a little bit before I go to bed. But it's a really long book. But considering how long it is, I am actually making really good progress. So I can't complain about that. Um, Now I did get, was it the Pumpkin Spice Cafe? It's on Kindle Unlimited. So I got that on my Kindle because I want to start reading more fall books. Um and I just feel like that would be like a nice cozy palette cleanser before I get into um what is it? The book that my dark romance book club picked, which is called Blood Orange. It's like some vampire dark romance book. I don't know. My friend who's reading it now, she said it's really good, but we're not meeting until like the middle, like near the end of October. So I'm like, I have time. I'm not going to worry about this right now. Um, because there's just other books that I want to focus on. But yeah, so we'll see. What else is there going on? Yeah, that's sort of it. And then in terms of diamond painting purchases, um, there were some awesome releases from Diamond Art Club this past weekend. I did not pick up anything. I wish listed the new Margaret Morales and the new Ivy Dolomore kit. I thought they were so pretty. Um, and then I'm still waiting on my order from Creations Moren to arrive. I have a couple orders that I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for my Drills and Chills box to arrive. And then my, what's it called? The um, tray tower and my table clamps to arrive from them. But I mean, I'm not too worried. It will appear when it appears. Um, and then in terms of my diamond painting, so I was originally participating in two events, Drills and Chills and the Cross Craft EP along. Well, because I've just been so busy and I honestly haven't really had the time to just sit down and craft, I think I'm more so just crafting slowly alongside people. To be honest, I haven't really made any progress on this diamond painting like how I would like. Typically, with when I'm diamond painting a big canvas, like this. I think this is like what, a 70 by 80. Yeah. Normally I'm like, by this point in the month, I'm like halfway through the canvas or three quarters done. I've barely really made a dent in it. I think part of the reason is because I'm realizing landscape diamond paintings like this are not my vibe. I think I would do much better with a landscape that had like animals in it, like something else, like something living in it, is what I'm saying. Um, because this, I've just been like, I think I'm working on a tree, and I'm pretty sure this whole painting is just literally looking down an autumn path, which it's absolutely stunning. But because there's no living thing or creature in it, I feel like I'm not as motivated to work on it. So, to be honest, I went into my stash and I am debating kitting up a different Halloween kit just so that, I have a finish for the month that gets me excited. So I think I might end up just kitting up my SpongeBob SquarePants diamond painting that's Halloween Screams. I wanted to do it last year. I talked about doing it this year, but I think I just need something that isn't as confetti heavy. Which it's funny because when I worked on Flower Delivery by Yume, that one was so confetti heavy, like beyond confetti heavy. But it moved because there was Kiki, and I was really excited to work on Kiki. Whereas, like with this one, I'm just doing leaves. Like, I don't know. I just need more substance to it. Although I have been seeing like some people have been like working on this and they are much further along than me. And this diamond painting is absolutely stunning when it's done. But I think this is a good um, diamond painting to help me realize that this type of landscape is not my forte. Um, Now, with that being said, it might get better because I am starting to figure out where the different colors are in the like my diamond painting storage because I organize the colors by just whatever number they are on the labels. Um, but I mean, it's taking me a little longer than I would have liked to work on this diamond painting. I'm like, why can't I find a color? Okay. Well, we're now back to single. Oh no! There are still colors left in here. Ugh, I hate when that happens. Um, yeah. I did not spray down this tray for static. I probably should have. Normally I wipe down my trays, like new ones, with like a dryer sheet so they're not as staticky. This one I did not do that. But yes, so anyway, that is what's been going on with my diamond painting. I may be kitting something else up just to, keep the motivation going. It might be the SpongeBob or it might be the autumn mini dazzles that I have in my stash. I don't know. We will see. But yes, so I I just don't know what I'm doing right now. I just completely checked out of the events. I have no idea what is happening. I haven't had time to sit down and watch any of the YouTube videos. I know Artemis, who's hosting the cross crosscraft DP along, she's been doing like lives, her and her other co-host, and I can't attend them. I haven't had time to just sit and watch the videos to just put in the keyword. I haven't made any progress to post on Instagram. Like, so I'm just living vicariously through those right now that are participating. And the same thing goes for Drills and Chills. Like, I'm just enjoying the event. I think in years past, I was very much so like, yes, let me actively participate. Let me watch these videos. Let me, you know, get my stuff done and enter for prizes, but this year I just can't get it together. And you know what? There's no shame in that. Um, I was a little sad, but honestly, I'm like, at the end of the day, it's a craft. I shouldn't feel pressured, and there's always next year to be more of an active participant. And I mean, who knows? Maybe within the coming week, or maybe by the end of this week, things will settle and I'll get back into like a groove with my diamond painting and being having more time to watch the videos and actively participate. Um, but honestly, it's just been really busy. And that's okay because it's life and it's balance. And what counts is that I don't feel overwhelmed anymore. I don't feel any pressure. I just am like, it is what it is. I'm going with the flow and I'm just going to enjoy where I am at because that's all that I can do. So, on that note, this coming week, what you can expect. So, this video is up on Tuesday. I have to still film my Thursday video, which a while ago I received, um, what's it called? My Diamond Art Club order for, I had ordered like some mini dazzles and in other words, two mini dazzles and the trick or treat with Wilhelmina from Miss Holly. So this, I do want to film unboxings of those. So I'm hoping I will have an unboxing up for you for Thursday. If I'm not able to, I will post it on my YouTube community tab. Um, if there isn't going to be a new video on Thursday, I will try my best because I was hoping to do some filming today. Um, because before I was able, like, I used to spend time and I would just like get ahead and film a bunch of stuff and have it ready. I just haven't had time to sit down and actually film unboxings because when I do have time, I honestly just want to actually either be diamond painting or I just want to read or watch TV. So, yes. And obviously, filming WIP'n chats is fun because I'm just chatting to you and I'm diamond painting and all is good in my life. But yes, so I'm hoping to film some type of unboxing for this Thursday. And then hopefully I will be back in a new groove and things will be a lot smoother and maybe I'll make some more progress on this or next week you might just see a whole new diamond painting. Who knows? Who knows? So with that being said, I am going to wrap up this video here. I feel like I've been chatting for a while, so I'll turn off my light. But this was nice. It was a good hunk of color blocking. I think I'm getting into some more color blocking. The other end is just leaves. It's a lot, which it's fun. Don't get me wrong. I do like the confetti, but I think I just don't like this type of confetti. Anyway, alrighty. Well, with that being said, if you did enjoy today's video, please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe. Your support does mean the world to me. Of course, if you are looking for more diamond painting content, you can find me on my Instagram at ShineBrightDiamonds2023. So until next time, happy diamond painting. Bye, everyone.